Hello everyone. Today we are going to see how to create a new module which is in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. Let me see what are the topics we are going to cover in this session as much as possible. We are going to create a new model and menus. The steps are follows. Create a model in project, creating the new model, extend existing display menu, which is a predefined menu in the AOT. Then create a class, create an extension action menu item, create a new menu, extended existing menu, and test. We'll go one by one. So we are going to create a new model, training management, and then we create some menus. Then we can check it in the financial operation page, how it's look like. Let me open the Visual Studio. This session will have more length due to the number of steps involved. And the process will take time depends upon the system speed. Now here choose continue without code. Then go to the extension menu and Dynamics 365 and then module management and create a model. So we are going to create some sample. The model name we can create MB500 model because we're testing, and you can create as your own. Publisher Microsoft training. We can keep it MB500. Try to be a unique name everywhere and follow the proper syntax for best practice. Here, select the create a new package and click next. Then we have to choose the package. This package is called as a model, which is a predefined existing available in the system. So always we cannot create a new model, so we can refer the previous package. So all the classes we can use it. We can use this package to our project. So here we have to choose application foundation, here application platform and personal management. Search here to get personal management. Click next. Then you can choose create a new project. Then the dialog box will show the project name and solution name we need to add. And the solution name also you can give the unique name which you can refer it back. Then click create. So now we have created the model. Okay, we have created the model and the project also. So now we have to create a second step, create a new module. Okay, for that, for creating the new module, we are we are labeling it. First we need to take the element. Let me show you what is the element we are going to choose here. Just right click on the project, not on the solution. Okay, right click on the project and then click add and then new item. So here you have Dynamics 365 items, which is the tool helpful to build the Dynamics FNO page. Okay, here we need to choose label and resources because each and every element should have the label, because labeling is very important, because once you have a more forms, more classes, more data types, it will be difficult to refer it back, because when you have a label it's easy to track down. So you need to make a best practice to create a label before starting the project. So what we are going to here, select the label, and here I'll make the label file mb label file and click add button. Wait for it. So it will take some time because it's creating the another wizard, the continuation of the wizard. It will ask you to select the languages. So here go to next. Today it's been a bit slow. Already the US is selected. If you want, you can select other languages in this list and just click next. In the summary, click next. Then the new folder will be appear under the project. Yes, cancel it. See this one, there is a new label folder has been created. This is a new label file and the element has been created for single language. So this is a label file. You can, under the label file, you can add multiple languages as you want. Okay, now what we are trying, we will now do some additional details to this label file. Okay, now right click this one and open or double click to the element designer. It will open in the element designer. So this is called element designer when you open it. Now we need to add all the label details here. Okay, we'll because we have we need to be make it plan before what are the label and the description. So what are the label name and the description you want to add it for your menu items. Okay, now I have prepared already, so I have directly copy from the details. Okay, so now click new button. Now I'm going to add which I have already in my system, MB001 training management module name. Then click new. The second one MB002 and training. Description will be training list interface. Okay, so we need to add much more. So let me add number 3, training type, and description is training type interface. Might you will feel like an ask that why we want to add this more label. This is like not a mandatory, but I'll show you where it's going to help you. Training location interface, add MB5 and then total number of trainings 1k, and training count class. So we'll add one by one, and the training count will come. Then training count function, then analytics, then training workspace tab page. Okay, last one, open trainings, then tile description in workspace. That's it. Then click save button or save all. It will save completely. Okay, now what we done, we created the label. This is the first step. Okay, now what is the second one? Next one we done up to here. Now this is step extending display menu items. Okay, so we need to create a display menu items. Instead of creating the display menu items, like creating the new tables and forms, so we are not doing that one. We will take a copy. That means we're extending. Here is not a copy, we are using the term called extend. We're extending the existing table and we'll use the same table in this module. I will show you how to do it. Okay, now click view and click application explorer. See all these things what we are going to do, we are where the menus are there, menus will be in the user interface, right? It's a normal things like where you will find the menus in the user interface. So same in the AOT object oriented tree, under that go to the user interface, expand it, menu items. Okay, so we are going to create a menu, right? You can ask why I'm not going to other objects. No, we are going to menu, so we need to select the menu. And what kind of menu? Display menu. Okay, enter the menu items, not the menu items. Okay, enter the menu items, it's called display. Expand the display, it will take time to load. Here we are going to choose HRM course list. Okay, okay, here it is, HRM course list. Right click this HRM course list, display menu item, and then create a extension. Okay, the new folder will create here. See here, once you done the display menu item and the extension is created. The extension is created with our model, that's a reference .mb500 model, because it's a reference, because we are making duplicate, right? So it's adding our model, it's like unique model. Here, right, open this model, just double click, it will open in the element designer. Okay, now select this one and in the keyboard press alt enter or right click, go to properties. So let me make it big so you can see the screen. Okay, now it's look like disabled, right? You cannot select something, right? See, it's look like the words are dim. Just select the display menu item one more time and click here. Go to the label. Okay, so here change the label. This is what I'm saying, that so we are giving the label to each object. So here we are going to change, select the three dot, but it will take time, depends upon the speed of the machine. We'll wait for it because I'm doing in the live, so that's why it takes some time. Here we go, it's showing now. Here we need to search match exactly because we don't want to search generally. Then you have to search the label which we created earlier. It's called training because we are going to link this label to the display menu item. Click search. It should get the, okay, not responding. Okay, got it. Yes, this is called MB002 training. This is what we created, right? Select it and paste label. Click paste label. Okay, that's done. So see this one, this label has been linked. All right, now just click save all because I'm not sure the system is slow. Then now we will go to extend, create extension of another display menu item, which is called HCM course. Let me go up, HCM course type. Let me select HCM course type. The same thing, we have to create an extension. This is the display menu item. Right click as usual. I hope it will be speed up later on. Okay, right click, create an extension. Now it will show it in the project. Right, click the solution explorer. Then you'll see this display menu item, other display menu items created, HRM course list page. Right, now double click this, it will open in the element designer, and right click, go to the properties. Here you need to, as usual, add the label. Right, here we need to add the different label, not this one. You can click three dot and then type training type. So might the video will go slow, but you need to understand. Click paste label, then it's linked now. Okay, the property has been changed. Now click save all. Again we need to make another one, HRM course location, HRM course location. So we are extending, we are creating the third extension. Okay, HRM course location. Yes, here we go. You can choose anything. Create an extension. So in the solution explorer, the third will object will created. Now double click this one to open the element designer. Now from here go to properties to change the label. So here you need to select location because training type, training location. Now clear it. Training location because we choose match exactly, so you need to type the entire word. Click search. It will take some time to create. It's generated. Select it and paste label. it's linked. Now save all. Now we have done this exercise of extending existing, spelling mistake, existing display menu items. Now we have to create a class. It's a simple method like to count number of records in the course table. Just we will, because we need to have a code to execute, to run when do the any action. Okay, so for that we require a code. For all the codes you need to be create a class. In the class only you will have all the codings. Now we need to go to the solution explorer, right click the project, we will add the item, new item. Under the Dynamics 365 items, select the code, then select runnable class job. Okay, and then name it as MB training count. Click add. So you can find the new, it's loading now. We'll create a new folder, classes folder, and the new class also should be created. Wait for it, it's taking time. Yeah, see this one, MB training count, new class has been created. So this is the example code. By default it's showing public static void main argument. Now we need to edit the line. We'll add some details because what we said, we need to show the count of the details in the course table. Okay, so we will declare it, press enter. Okay, now from where we need to show that count, from the course table, right? So what is the table name here? HRM course table. HRM course table. Here you go. Then space, declare the variable course table. Okay, so what we done here, like we just define a variable of type HRM course table, so which can hold record set. Okay, now you have to run the code, just click enter. Now we have to use the command to select the record. So select keyword, use count. What we are counting, the record, because here in Dynamics it's not a serial number, it's called a unique ID called record ID. Okay, so it will count the number of course, so it's called a record ID, not the serial number. It's a data type, it's kind of data type, same like integer, string. So close it. So from where we need to get it, from the course table, like it's HRM course table, but we declare the variable, right? So add the variable course table, local variable. Okay, that's it. So as I stated you, so this x plus plus select statement, so which can read data directly from the database. Then it will hold the data in the variable. What is the variable name called? Course table. Okay, so this particular query, what can we do? It will fetch the total count of records in the HRM course table. Okay, now so we need to show the, like to display the message. Okay, so for displaying the message we have a format called info. It's not, what happened? I think it's got hanged. I think this VM is okay. Oh, slow. I didn't expect this. Now the info statement. The info statement is called the standard statement, which will show the message in the Dynamics page. Okay. Here in the info statement, we'll use the string format. Okay. String format, because we are going to show the string at MB label 5005, the string, then object value. So the first one is showing the label as a string format. The second was the converting the integer to the string. Okay, because we are concatenating, right? We are, the first one is a string, the another one is the also should be a string, but we are using this type to convert integer to string, right? So what is the one? It's a table, rec id. Where is this? In the course table. In the course table, rec id. So this statements like concatenating the two value and display as the message. So why you're using integer? Convert this rec id integer to the string format. Then only it will publish. Okay. Then click save all. I think there is no issue on the code. Click save, because it will execute. This code will execute when you click the action menu item that we are going to create at the next step. Here we go. Create an action menu item. Okay. So action menu item, like it's required to call a runnable class, which we created right now. This is a runnable class. So it will call the runnable class what we created. So for that, right click the project. Okay. Add a new item. You need to add a action menu item, right? Go to the user interface. Before we didn't create the action display menu item, what we done, we didn't create it, we extend it. We create an extension from the pre-default display menu item. Now for the action menu item, we are going to create. Click it and name it as MB training count, because when you click this one, the count will show. Click add. So now you can see this action menu item folder and the new menu, action menu MB training count is created. Double click this one, it's open in the element designer, and as usual go to the properties. Here we need to choose the class, the runnable class. Okay, where you'll choose on the object. In the object you have to select the class, right? In the object, this is MB training. Object type should be MB training count. So that's what we created, right? The class name MB training count, class name MB. Why is not showing MB training? Okay, maybe you didn't choose the object as a class. Check type is form. Okay, that's why it's not showing. So we are not, when you click this action menu, we can do any action, right? We can, once we click it, it can open form, it can get the report query, or class execute the code. So you need to choose the class actually. Then only the object will show, I think. MB, I'll search in the drop down. I don't know what happened to the system today. Click it. MB training. Ah, yeah, got it. MB training count. Okay. Now change the label. Final thing. Label here. Then it will be a training count. I don't know. It will take time. Okay, got it. It will be a training count. Search it. You'll find it. Select and update. Paste a label. Yes, this is the one. Click paste label and save all. So what is the next step? Create a menu. So this is, see, this is a kind of sequence. If you understand, the display menu item will have the action menu. Action menu will have the menu item. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. Okay, if you understand. Otherwise we will see it in the form, in the user interface, I mean. So now we need to create a new menu. Okay, in this, go to the solution explorer. Okay, right click the project, add a new item and user interface menu. Add new item, user interface menu. Okay, and then choose the menu MB training as we created before. Click add button. So it will create a menus. See this one, menus MB training. So just right click and go to properties. Then label, you have to choose training management. The first one what we created. This is a menu. Paste label. Okay, now what we are going to create now, this menu has been created and we label it. We link the label also. Now this is the main menu. Okay, now we are going to create a sub menu under the sub menu. Okay, now simple as it is, select, right click on that main menu, click new and click sub menu. Okay, so we need to create multiple submenu, as I already been know that what I'm going to create a submenu. As you wish, I'm just renaming as common. So make it as a proper practice, common. Okay, let me create another one called periodic task. Rename it periodic task. Okay, and another last one is setup. Now change the properties. Okay, so what happened, the main menu will show the sub menu, right? When you click the sub menu, example, let's say we have a Microsoft Word. When you click file, after that, when you in the file, when you click the open, what is the open also a sub menu, but will generate the action, right? It will open the action. Save, it will open the dialog box. Save as, it will open the dialog box. So the sub menus mostly have the actions. So now here in common, so here in the common, we have to change the label as common. We'll search it here, COMMON common. I think we have created earlier the label. You remember that one we created? I think that this is the one because it doesn't have any detail. This is the one. Okay. So what we are trying to do now here, we are linking the label, right? So that's what I told you for the display menu, action menu, menus, submenu. We need label. That's what we created earlier. Okay. Now display menu item. So this is a display menu item. So display menu item name will be common. HRM course list page. So this will open once you click it. Okay, this is the display will open. Go to the next one. So same as it is. Select the label first. Periodic task. Periodic task. Search it. Then so each submenu we are trying to add different type of menus. Like one is display menu, then second one is action menu, display menu. I'm not sure why it's not showing. Maybe I didn't make a space here because we make it as exact. That's why. Mm, taking time. Yeah, here we go. I think this is the one. No, this is the one which doesn't have a description. We didn't have any description. Okay, here menu item is not a display. Here will be an action. We choose the action. So action will be, what is the action? Action means executing the code. So we have created the class which is called MB count, MB training count. Yes. Okay. Now go to the setup page. As usual, select the label. So as I told you, this session is a lengthy session, but you can get trained. Go down. I think it's not the one which is. Let me go down. This is the one which we created. Paste label, and the display is okay. Then we can select what is the table we need to display. It's HRM, HCM, I believe. HRM or HCM. HRM course type. No, HCM. HCM. Sorry. HCM course type. Correct. That's correct. Okay. So now what you are going to add here, we will add it here. The same thing as we add in the sub menu, display menu, right? Right click, new. Let me save it. Click save all. Go to the solution explorer. After you mentioned all the properties, so we need to link the HRM course list page to this submenu. How you will do? Simply go to the application object tree. Under this, expand. This is for display, right? Common is a display, I think so. Yeah, display. So this is a display menu item course list page. Simply click and drag it and place it under the sub menu. Go to the periodic. This is action. So action will be the MB training count, right? So the MB training count, which is in the solution explorer. This is the action menu which we created, right? So click it and drag it to the periodic table. Then go to the setup. In setup, we are going to link. Where is the properties? Okay, we are going to link more display menu item in the setup. HCM course type. Okay, HCM course type and HCM location. I think location will be top. HCM location. When you type in your keyboard, it will show you HCM course location. Sorry, it's HRM, not HCM. Drag and drop on the setup menu. And then HRM course instructor and room. Here we go, HRM course. We can search it in the entire filter query, but due to the system slow, I'm just checking manually and dragging drop. And we can choose as if we cannot able to find it, just for the testing purpose only. Okay, now click save all. So now we have created the display action and menus, submenus. Okay, but this is not the enough one, because we need to have a, this is a clearly a new one, but at least we need to have a predefined menus, so which we can add our menus on the list. I will show you this one, that is called extending the existing menu. This is also a spelling mistake. So what does this mean? This means we created only the 4 menus only, right? So once you open the page, it's not obvious to see only the 4 menus there. So instead of that one, we can extend the existing menu, predefined menu, copy that existing menu and add it in our model, and plus we'll add our custom created menus also. So it look good, and it will be look like complete page for the user interface. So for that, I'm going to Application Explorer. So I'll go to the menu, main menu. Go there on the AOT collapse. So here you can see under the user interface menus. So expand it. So here we can go for main menu. Okay, so this is the main menu which already has some menus. We will link this menu in our page, create a extension. So it will be appear in the this one menu extension. This is the menu extension which we created right now. So double click, open in the element designer. So here we will refer it. Okay, we will create a reference to the menu, okay, which we created. Just right click on the menu, new menu reference, not the menu item, it's a menu reference. We are referring the menu item is under the menu. Okay, so just in this menu reference, go to properties. So what is the menu what we created? Go to solution. It's called MB training. You see here, this is MB training which we created, right? If you want, double click and see. These are the menus we created. We're going to link to the existing one. Double click here and just go to properties. Here it's called MB training. So the menu name will be MB training. You can search it, you will find it. Then click save all. That's it. Now we are, what is the next step is exercise. Okay, now we will go to test. In the solution explorer, go to the solution explorer. Okay, right click the project, not right click on the solution. Always build the project on the project only, not in the solution. Click build. So it's going to run the build and validating if you have any error. We'll wait for it. I believe this it's done. The build has been done. You can see here database synchronization also completed, build also completed, both is completed. This is a must one. Database should be synchronized while built also. Now we can open the F&O page. Yeah, it's open now. In the F&O page, make sure the country which entity you are there. Choose entity, and now we built it. Now we have to check what we have made showing or not. So which model we are going to see? Training and management, right? Click the models page. Here you need to find training and training management. Let me see if it is showing here. If the build has been successful, yes, showing here. See this one, training management. Click the training management. See, three menus are there, sub menus. Okay, common, periodic task, and setup. Right? This is what we have built here. I think you understand. In the MB training, common, periodic task, and setup. So showing here. So once you expand it, it will show you the menu reference. Right? Expand it. See, this is the menu reference for training type, and this is menu reference for training count. And here will be four references. Right? So what we have to do, like click the training count. We'll see, because this is training type is a display menu item. This also display menu item, but training count is a action menu item. Do you remember? It's action menu item. MB training count. It's an action menu item. So the action menu item as the class as the code. So it should execute and provide the uh, details of count. Let me check. So I think something error is there. It should show the number of training. So something error. It should show the number, not this one. So there is a problem in the code. We'll go and check. So open the Visual Studio and we can check where is the error is there. It's not showing the count, right? So we need to check the class. Open the class and here it's not showing the number of course details. So maybe it's problem here. The info message should be string format, but yeah, there is a spelling mistake is there. The label spelling is wrong. So label, right? Okay, I think this is the problem. Label. So I make a spelling mistake. Let me save it. Actually, you need to rebuild it. That's a thing. Just right click and build again. Let it run. So it will take some time to run it, because even if you make a small correction, definitely you have to run the build after you save. It's look like the build has been completed. Let me refresh the page. Finance and operation. Okay, might it will take some time. As you know that for some users, advanced users, maybe this is a simple option, maybe simple progress to do. Maybe they can do within 10 to 15 minutes. But for the beginners, so my this video will be helpful. I'm just reloading the finance and operation page after we built the code project. We'll see whether it's updated to the finance and operation page or not. Okay, now we'll go to the module. Click the module. It's loading now. Go to the training management. Okay, here it will show three menus, right, as it is. Now click the training count. It should execute the code. Yeah, see, success. Total number of trainings 9. So finally we did it. So this is the session for creating a new model and menus. All the menus like display menu, action menu, and like menus and sub menu. So we will see in the next video for another project.